the Loyalist Lancers. The Algonquin College Student Association acknowledges that today's game is taking place on the traditional, unceded, unsurrendered territory of the Anishinaabe ALGONQUIN. Now, let's meet the Loyalist Lancers. Starting for the Lancers, number 8, Jacob Jeff. Starting for the Lancers, number 10, Nick Hales. Starting for the Lancers, number 15, Jalen Ewing.
Hello everyone, I'm Josh Panga here at the Jack Doyle Athletic Center at Algonquin College. Today's event, men's basketball. We have the Algonquin Wolves, who are 3-8, currently holding the 8th spot, squaring off against the Loyalist Lancers, who are 2-9, currently holding the 9th spot. Both teams eyeing that playoff position. This is a pivotal moment for them both to see who can secure that playoff spot. For more information and play-by-play, we go to Michael and Damon for more.
Starting for your Wolves at guard, the lights out shooter at 5'11", Norman! Holding down the paint at forward at 6'4" from Vaughn, number 25, Mateo Moncrief. Starting for the Wolves, holding down the paint, the big fella from the 6, number 4, Devontae Brooks. Starting for your Wolves at 5'9", the lights out shooter, lockdown defender, the St. Joe's alumni, my neighbor, C.J. Galazza. Starting for your Wolves, the lights out shooter, the St. Patrick's Irish alumni, unlimited range, number 3, Young Clark.
You don't have... Hello? Okay. Are we on now? Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Algonquin Wolves men's basketball team, who are playing today against the Loyalist College. And Algonquin and Loyalist both fighting for that last playoff spot. Damon, what do you think?
I think this is going to be an intense matchup here. I feel like this game is going to feel exactly like a playoff game. Now you have two teams who couldn't be in more similar spots, looking for that last playoff spot. And the key is you have to look at the key players for both of these teams. So you have to look at Simon Desta. When he shoots, he gets hot. He can put up 30 points a game. And then you have to the Wolves have to be very much in check on Jaden Jack, number 8 in the Loyalist Lancers. Third in the entire OCA in points per game with 21.9.
Absolutely. He'll be a name to look out for tonight. We are ready to go. Looking at Simon Desta right there. He's number 3, the guard. I'm going to keep an eye on him. And for Loyalist will hit the face-off. Algonquin's going to have the ball and pass across. Algonquin still possession up at the point. Number 4, Devontae Brooks driving inside, hands it off. And that's an inside layup, and it's going to be blocked. Going into the paint there, number 15, CJ Galazza, could not finish there as the block was made by the Loyalist.
Very good block there from Alex Arsenault. Good way to start off the game here for the Loyalist Lancers. Just can't give the Algonquin Wolves very much to work with.
Carter Norman with the inbound, back to Simon Desta. Desta tries to make a move, stutter step. Isolation, spin move, back shot, and it's going to be no good. Tipped outside, Algonquin gets the rebound. Back to Devontae Brooks. Brooks hands it right back off to Desta. Desta looking for another pass opportunity. Brooks back inside. Brooks outside, 31, Norman for 3, no good. Loyalist with the rebound. Ahmad Ismail drives in the court, layup is no good. Rebound Loyalist. Stolen away by Algonquin. Algonquin's going back the other way. What a great play by CJ Galazza with the steal. Back outside, Desta for 3. No good, offensive rebound. Tipped up in the air and Loyalist has it back again. Loyalist takes it the other way, quick speed. Pass back, wide open 3-pointer. That one's not gonna go. Nick Dales with the miss there, and Algonquin's bringing this one back up. Simon Desta with the ball here. 1 minute gone so far here in the first quarter, no points. Galazza inside, Brooks looking for a pass. He double teamed, he gets tied up. And he's gonna be called a travel instead of a tie up, and it's going to be Loyalist ball.
First of all, what back and forth action there, and then we have the travel called against Devontae Brooks, and Trevor Costello does not seem to like that call, and he's voicing his frustration there to the referee.
Both teams playing tough defense so far, so these points are going to be tough to come by. Any points is going to be a big deal. Number 8 right now, Jack Jaden, bringing it up. Jaden Jack, rather. And he's going to be passed inside. It's going to be tipped, and that's Desta with the steal, and he's going to be moving it up. CJ Galaza to the hoop. No good. Ball's around, and Jaden Jack picks it up. Fast up the court for Loyalists, and that's the first points of the game right there. Number 15, Julian Carter with the first points of the game. What
a two-way play there from Jaden Jack to come back, block Galaza, then come back and pass it and get the assist there. Puts up Loyalists 2-0.
Algonquin with some nice passing here. Norman with the ball right now. Almost loses it, but gets it outside. That's Mateo Mongru. Mongru loses possession, and there's a whistle called on the floor. Not sure what the call is. And they're going to call a foul against Loyalist. The first foul of the day for Loyalist so far. And Algonquin will continue their possession on the side. CJ Galaz is going to take the inbounds here. Got Brooks on the passing side. Norman. And Desta tries to make a move. Pump fakes twice. Gets the ball stripped out of his hands. What a play by Nick Dales. Back the other way. Dales carries it up. Jack. Calling for an ISO. Got a screen. Drives inside, outside. After a quick spin there by Dales. We got a post shot right here, and that one is going to go in after a couple bounces. Alex Arsenault, 4-0 Loyalist.
Now again, a good spin shot there from Alex Arsenault, but the Algonquin Wolves need to generate some offense, and they've had chances, but they have to be a bit more clinical here because this game could be a lot more wide if the Wolves could score.
And that was a big play right there to the hoop. Desta with his first points of the night, rather Devontae Brooks.
Now Devontae Brooks, we know the paint is where his kitchen is. He likes to get in there and always create magic, and that's what he does right there.
No good on the three-pointer from Arsenault, but the offensive rebound right there goes for a foul. Let's take a look at that last play of Algonquin. Their first points of the match. Looks like he might lose the ball here, but the drive to the net takes underneath Brooks. Finishes it off in double coverage. What a play right there. Getting Algonquin on the board. It's 4-2 Lancers, and they're at the free throw line. The first free throw, that one's going to bounce off the back of the rim and be no good. And we'll see where the second one ends up. Loyalists with a slim lead here in the first quarter. Just three and a half minutes about in so far. Second free thrower. Nothing, not even some net. That was an air ball right there on the free throw, and it will be Algonquin ball at the side coming up. In by Mongru. CJ Galaza taking the ball up right now. Some signals, back to Mongru. Mongru out to Desta. Desta tries to break through, couldn't do it. Dale's another great play. He's had a good first quarter, so now in transition, the foul, no layup.
What an incredible block there from Carter Normand. That is a painful play to take, but that's a good way to prevent Loyalists from getting any points on that play.
It's a tough play to take a charge, but a great play right there. Getting his feet down, all set. That was Carter Normand. Had a couple shots so far, but that was his first big defensive play. A bit slow to get up, but he seems to be okay. And Algonquin's going to keep it moving. Mongru inbounds up to Galaza. Galaza's going to take this one up. He's signaling. Quick give and go. Galaza breaks free. Foul and one. Algonquin ties it up with a chance to take the lead on a great play by CJ Galaza.
Again, this is what CJ Galaza does. He knows the moment when to drive the net, and he drives the net, gets the points, and knows when to embrace the contact, and he fully embraces it right there.
Great finish on the layup right there. And with this free throw, Algonquin's going to have a chance to take their first lead of the game. Free throw no good. That one's also an air ball. The second air ball free throw, one for each team. Not something you want to do, but at least it's kind of evened out right now. Loyalist has the ball right now. They're going to inbounds it in their zone. Hopefully get some points on the board here. Number 21, Alex Arsenault, is going to inbound. We got a chant coming from the Algonquin bench. Defense. see if they can make a big play here and turn the tide so far. It's been a pretty tightly contested matchup right now, 4-4. There's Arsenault, passes it. Dale's having himself a good game so far. Over to Ismail. Ismail tries to make a move, doesn't get any space. Back, Arsenault loses the handle. Shot clock winding down. Got 5 seconds. In the corner, Dales tries to make a pass. Back inside. Layup's no good. Algonquin with the rebound. Julian Carter couldn't finish that one off. Algonquin's taking it. Couple passes and a foul on Desta as he tries to run to the lane. A quick hitter there. Algonquin will keep possession. That's the third foul for Loyalist, and they'll be the fourth foul rather. And the next foul will make it the bonus. But for now, Algonquin's going to inbound in the offensive zone.
Now, taking this contact for Algonquin is painful, but it's a good thing that they're earning all this contact, and they're going to force Loyalist into the bonus, which is not a good place to be in because every foul will instantly become a free throw.
Norman had the pass out left. Drive to the lane, and another foul on Desta. Desta being really physical tonight. It's his third foul he's drawn so far, and he'll be back to the line. One team hoping to kind of jump out here. Locked at 4 so far here early in the first quarter. These free throws here could be vital. Good play there for Desta to absorb the contact, take the foul, get to the line with a chance to put his team up. First free throw. That one's good, and Algonquin takes their first lead of the game, 5-4 here in the first quarter. Second one for Desta here. That free throw was his first point of the game, looking for his second one. Nothing but net right there, and Algonquin's up 6-4. Ahmad Ismail with lots of pressure from Algonquin, gets it away. Paluzzi tries to make a move, can't. Back up to it, and a three! Deep three right there. Ahmad Ismail can't be stopped.
What a shot there from Ahmad Ismail from Calgary, Alberta. That is an unreal shot to make.
Galaza gets the screen. Back to Desta for three! Bang! What an answer by the Wolves right there after the Loyalist three. Algonquin comes right back, and Simon Desta is making his name known. Back the other way, Loyalist not being shut down themselves. Layup no good. Rebound is good, +1. That was number 11. Jada Adams finally making his mark for the first time tonight, and he'll get a chance for the three-point play.
What a net drive there. You got to give him a lot of credit for earning the contact there.
That's a good follow-up after the 2 3-pointers to have this three-point play, and that'll keep Loyalist in this game. It's 9-7 Algonquin right now. And that one's going to be good. Bit of a score issue. It's actually 10-9 for Loyalist right now as they take a lead again. Galaza tries to bring it up. Desta inside, got Brooks. Brooks is going to get fouled. 5th foul on Loyalist so far today.
I think they're calling that one against Carter Norman, and he seems to be very confused, and so am I.
Looks to be a turnover, rather, for Algonquin. It's now Loyalist ball with the lead. 5 minutes to go, halfway through this first quarter. Pretty tightly contested match so far. Leading scorer right now, number 3, just Simon Desta. He's only got 5 points. So that is more than half of Algonquin's total. Inbounds here. Back to Ismail. Ismail hit that nice 3 earlier. Takes it up. ISO on Galaza. Pass over. Wide open 3. That one's not getting any net. Jada Adams with another miss. He's coming up lifting after that one. No points for Loyalist on this drive. And we'll have Algonquin going back the other way.
The thing is there when it comes to those kind of plays is it's good that he missed the free throw for Algonquin, but you can't leave players in those 3 shooting spots wide open. You have to limit their opportunities.
Mongeru to Norman. Norman in the corner fakes a shot. Trying to make a move. Brooks inside, right at the top of the key. He has a shot but doesn't get it. Slaps it out, but he can't get it back inbounds. And that'll be the end of the offensive possession for Algonquin. Back the other way for the Lancers. No clear favorite in this contest so far, fighting for the last seed in the playoffs picture right here. Algonquin and Loyalist. And a tip pass there, but Loyalist still has it inside. An open layup is not good. It's going off Algonquin in the rebound. Can't be pulled in by Desta. It'll be out of bounds. Loyalist ball. Loyalist has had a lead for about 2 minutes now after going ahead on that 3-point play. Quick pass in bounds and bounced off Normand and right back out of bounds again. That was Glazer rather, with a good play. And Loyalist will still have the ball.
Yeah, Loyalist
You see that miss? Oh, sorry.
Loyalist do a good job of holding Algonquin in this kind of position where they just have to defend, and Algonquin need to find a way to have some defense that leads to offense.
And there's a quick layup right there. What a play right there. Jada Adams, after that miss earlier, trying to make up for it. 12-9 Loyalist.
You can't leave Adams unmarked like that. Someone has to mark him down low there.
Desta driving to the lane, almost turns it over, but gets it back. Brooks looking for a passer. Normand on his own. Couple stutter steps, and that's a travel. Took 3 stutter steps instead of 2, and that is not allowed. Refs does not like that. And neither does the Algonquin coach, Trevor Costello. Definitely not a huge fan of that. Kicking his player off the court. And we got Loyalist ball coming up now.
It looks like he's also bringing in Jansen Balmaceda into the game from Vancouver, BC.
You see the travel here. Both of his feet move. 1-2. Bit too much action there on the floor. And Loyalist will take this one back up. Adams loses it for a second. He's on the ground and is tied up. Jump ball. It's going Loyalist way this time. Adams slow to get up. Been a big part of this first quarter so far, hey Damon?
Yeah, he's been pretty good, Adams. He's been all over the game everywhere. 5 points already, which is just under half of Loyalist's point total. He's looked good defensively as well. He's looked like he's been a player who's brought a lot of energy so far for Loyalist.
Loose ball right here. Loyalist would have liked to come up with that one, but a great play right there by CJ Galaza to tie him up. Back on the court here. Number 6, Danae Jones-Adams is going to inbound it. Jonah Nelson has the ball right now. Point guard out of Thornhill. Passes it back. Outside to Pelusi. Pelusi trying to make a move. Drives to the lane. Falling. Layup. No good with the foul on the shot. And that'll be 2 at the line for Francesco Pelusi.
Good drive there by Pelusi to earn the contact there. And Algonquin have to be very careful about the fouls now. Now, when it looked like at the beginning of the quarter, we saw Loyalist getting into foul trouble, and now Algonquin's getting into foul trouble, and Loyalist is getting free throws off of it.
A good drive there by Pelusi. Not the finish there that he wanted, but at least he'll get the free throws. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We hope you guys are all enjoying this broadcast so far. Algonquin down 3. Loyalist looking to extend their lead right here. First free throw is going to be no good. Loyalist not too great from the line so far tonight, 3 for 5. And looking for a 4-point lead with this one. Now bounces out as well. Good rebound right there. Brooks tips it out. Oh, it's intercepted! Jonah Nelson back the other way. Inside, layup is good. Danae Jones-Adams with the finish. Algonquin's got to get something going here. They haven't scored in a while.
They really need to get something going because before you know it, if this trend continues, you're going to be out of the game.
Galaza almost lost him on the sideline. Pass deep. There's Brooks posting up. Brooks trying to make a move, get some space. Quick jumper on the pass, and it is good. Number 25, Mateo Mongru with the jumper from the top of the key.
Now that's a good play from Mongru there. You have to give him a lot of credit for getting to an open spot for Devontae Brooks to get him the ball.
Adams with the pass, give and go, gets it back, and that'll be a travel. Took the dribble, the fake, and kept going. And it'll be Algonquin ball down 3 with 2:45 to go. And we're going to have a quick substitution right here. Coming off the floor. Good play by Loyalist right here. That's Jonah Nelson with the pass. And the finish by Danae Jones-Adams. Good play right there for Loyalist. Algonquin back on offense here. Number 11 has got in the game. Kendall Valerie with his first touch of the game. The point, Balmaceda. And for 3, and this one is good. Simon Desta with a hand in his face, still hits it. And we tied here, 14-14.
When you give Simon Desta that room, that's what he likes to do. He says thank you, gets the 3, and he already has 8 points this game.
Drive to the net right there for Jonas Adams. Gets it back, Pelusi for 3. Not gonna get anything there. Nice rebound right there, and the layup's not gonna go. Algonquin playing good paint defense right there. And a foul. Algonquin draws another foul, and they're already in the bonus, so that will take them to the line for 2. Take a look at that back at that nice 3-pointer by Simon Desta. Good pass inside by Jansen Balmaceda, and Desta is finishing that one off. What do you think of Desta's performance so far in this game, Damon?
I think Simon Desta, you just got him getting hot at the right time, and this is what the Algonquin Wolves need. They need him to be at his best in this kind of game, especially shooting-wise, because we know he's the best shooter in this Algonquin Wolves team, and he's just knocking it out of the park so far in this first quarter performance, but still 3 more quarters to go, and he still has to keep it up what he's doing so far in the first quarter.
Absolutely, Damon. We got Mongreux right here. He missed his first free throw, but the second one could give Algonquin their second lead of the game. And that one is also no good. So they both missed free throws. That one's off of the Loyalist player and out of bounds. Algonquin to take over even though they missed the free throws.
Yeah, Jamar Burke, he looks like he's contesting that call, but will not be overturned.
Algonquin with possession here, looking for a pass inside. Got it, there's Desta at the corner. Takes a step back, there's another 3. This time it's no good, this one bounces out of bounds. Got a over the back foul on number 11, Kendall Valerie. And because they're in the bonus, Loyalist will now go to the line. Correction, number 13, Jamar Burke actually fouled Kendall Valerie, so Valerie will be back at the line with a chance for Algonquin to take their lead of the game. And there we go, Algonquin up 15-14. Just under 2 minutes to go here, the second free throw incoming. Valerie, nice motion there, and he'll hit both of his free throws. Loyalist to take this one back up. Jonah Nelson. There's Pelusi. Pelusi drives inside. Jones Adams. Burke drives into the lane, loses it. Quick pass, we got transition. And the layup is good. CJ Galaza in transition on the breakaway. Algonquin pulls 4 ahead.
Now CJ Galaza in transition, when he has the ball all alone on the breakaway, nothing can stop him.
Romeo Cagenza gets it on his own. Almost slips, gets it back. Nice way to lose the ball. Another turnover for Algonquin. Gets it back. It's Galaza again. The shot. Oh, he rolls in and out. Rebound. Offense is good. Jansen Balmaceda finishes it off. But CJ Galaza was back-to-back steals and 2 great possessions for Algonquin going there.
Now this is the X factor that CJ Galaza provides. He's one of the best basketball IQ players on this Algonquin Wolves team. He reads the game better than anyone. And he just wants to own the moment.
Another turnover. Guess who? CJ Galaza again. He's open for 3. No, heat check did not go, and Loyalist will take it back up. Jamar Burke looking for a bit of space, crosses over, backs off. Pass to Nelson. Nelson back to Burke. Waiting for his chance. Outside Pelusi. Drives to the lane, layup. Off the backboard, no good. Nice defense by Simon Desta there as he gets the rebound. CJ Galaza now picks it up. Passes it and then gets a pass back. Galaza on his own. Waiting on some help here. Galaza takes advantage of the screen, peels off, drives, outside pass. Not going to get much. Back with Galaza. Galaza got to shoot with 2 on the clock. That's going to be an air ball. Rebound Burke. That will be the end of the first quarter here at Algonquin College. Algonquin pulling away late in the first quarter, 20-14 as of right now. Damon, how do you feel about that first quarter?
I thought this one was one of the best quarters we've seen so far this season. So back and forth. And you know it's going to be a playoff mentality for both these teams, and it's lived up to the hype. Algonquin was down quite a bit, showed no quit, continued to stay in this game. They got the lead from Loyalist. So I still think we're in for a lot more closer basketball, but this has been an unreal game so far.
A big 10 points to 2 points run for the Algonquin Wolves there at the end of the half. And they're looking like they want that last playoff spot, so we'll see how the rest of this game goes. For now, we're going to have a break really quickly, but we'll be back for more.
Yeah, so to start us off here, we have Simon Desta with the ball.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second quarter of this Algonquin and Loyalist game. 20-14 for Algonquin. Had a bit of technical difficulties there. We are back. Simon Desta with the ball, and inside you got Brooks posting up. Back to Teixeira. Balmaceda rather. Balmaceda to the net, can't make it. Brooks with the offensive rebound. At the end of the shot clock, couldn't get it to go. Off Algonquin on the offensive rebound, and Loyalist will take it back the other way.
What a play there from Devontae Brooks to try to get the ball on the net. He jumps up, gets it off the backboard, and off the rim, but just can't get it in the basket. And those are the plays that these kind of games come down to.
Algonquin dominating the paint so far. 10 rebounds to 6 rebounds. And the offensive rebounds have come plentiful for Algonquin, but they haven't been able to score quite as many points off of that as they can pull away. Loyalist back on offense right here. And it's going to be a quick turnover. Brooks has it. Brooks bringing it up the court. In traffic, 1-on-2, and he gets it. Algonquin up 8 here early in the second quarter with a great finish from Devontae Brooks.
Now, Devontae Brooks, when he drives the net with force, you're not stopping him. He's a strong player, very good in the paint, and he's such a dynamic defender as well.
And that'll actually be a push-off on Ahmad Ismail on that shot, and Algonquin's going to take over on that turnover. We're taking a look at that nice layup right there by Devontae Brooks. Great finish right there. And he has 4 points on the night so far. Algonquin back on offense right here. Balmaceda posting up, looking for anybody to pass to. Can't find it. Starts dribbling. He passes off to his left. First screen. Brooks, nice fake on the screen. Takes the contact and one! Devontae Brooks putting the team on his back here in the second quarter. He's scored all of their points so far.
I think Loyalists have a nightmare, and his name is Devontae Brooks. Last time these two teams played on the road earlier this season, Algonquin won 92-1. Devontae Brooks put up 23 points in that match, and we're seeing him continue to be on track for that pace as well. He has 6 points so far and 1 foul. He's just been unreal this game.
You have to think after that 23-point performance, they'd be keen on him, but that hasn't mattered much so far tonight as he is putting on a show so far. 8 points here in the early second quarter. And after a bit of shenanigans, we will have Loyalist inbounding the ball in their end. 8:45 here left to go in the second quarter. Loyalists have only been able to put up 2 points in this half, Algonquin 4. And Algonquin has looked like the more physical team so far tonight, especially looking at their rebound totals, 10-6. Got Alex Arsenault right there, the big man out of Toronto, or Picton, rather. And this is his first year for the Loyalists. Maybe he'll get a chance to make a mark here against a tough Algonquin Wolves team. Inbound right here, and that one's going up the side. It's getting Nick Dales. Nick Dales with a Euro step inside and finishes it off. Great play by Nick Dales there.
I'm not sure I like the defensive setup from Algonquin there. You see they applied 3 players there pressed up high, and then all it took was 1 bounce to go Loyalists' way, and they get the points there on that play.
Galaza give and go. Drop the ball and runs into a defender. And that ball will go out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. Quick substitution for Algonquin. Galaza will actually go off. Number 7, James Teixeira, is going to be, for the first time, going to come on the court. See the replay here. Trying to drive to the net, loses the ball and runs into the defender. Doesn't get any fouls there. It didn't have possession, and it will be Loyalist ball going back the other way. With the 8-point deficit, they're looking to minimize. Jediah Adams up to Ismail, back to Arsenault, and Ismail, nice fake, drives into the lane against 2 guys, can't finish. Dales with the rebound, quick pass, what a play, Ismail, and he can't finish. Algonquin owning the paint right now, and over the back foul on Brooks, however, and Loyalists will take over once again.
No, Burke there, wide open, all alone, in behind everybody, and still can't manage to put it in the basket, but the Loyalists will still be able to have a chance to salvage this offensive possession.
Loyalists are going to want to dominate the boards a bit more here. See that missed free throw right there. Brooks had it, but he came over the top, and that will call that a foul. And Loyalists inside pass, and that one's going out of bounds, way off the mark. Algonquin forces yet another turnover. That's Loyalist's 9th turnover of the game so far. And taking it up right now for Algonquin is number 5, Riley Partington from Brampton, Ontario, his 2nd year. And we got Kendall Valerie inside Brooks. Back outside for 3! Not going to go. And rebound Loyalist. It's tipped out off Algonquin, and Loyalist will still get the ball.
And when you look back on that last play with Tristan Balmaceda, he's usually so good from those spots, especially when he gets shooting threes. But usually when he gets that 1-3 in, usually he can't be stopped for the next little bit, but he just needs to find his groove there in the game early with shooting threes.
Don't want to switch to that drive to the net. Foul and 1! What a great finish there for Loyalists right there. That's what they needed, down 6 points. Number 8, Jaden Jack. He's the guy we're talking about tonight. He's their number 1 scorer from Brooks, Alberta. He's in his 2nd year, and he's looking to add to Loyal's total. We got a timeout here.
Called by Algonquin, so I think Trevor Costello is trying to slow things down. We know Algonquin had a 10-point lead earlier, and they need to do whatever they can to just slow down the game as much as possible and just try to limit Loyalist's energy.
Loyalists on a 6-0 run right now, even though they've turned the ball over twice in their last 3 possessions. So Algonquin not taking advantage of those turnovers so far tonight.
I think that can come back to hurt Algonquin if they don't get the win here, because you can look back and say, oh, like, we could have put those balls in the basket from those turnovers, but the last time these two teams played, it was only decided by 1 possession, and when it comes to a game like this that feels like a playoff game, you have to put in every single chance you have, and if you don't, it can really hurt you in the end. But Algonquin do have the lead here. They just have to keep sticking with it and just be a little bit more clinical. That's been the same story this season. They aren't the most clinical team when it comes to a lot of their shooting opportunities. But it sounds easy. It's easier said than done, but they just have to be a lot more clinical.
Absolutely. Trevor Costello right now has his team huddled around him. Hopefully they can get back on track and keep their lead. We got 7.5 minutes to go here in the first half. This was the last foul just before the timeout. Drive to the lane. Nice finish right there by Jaden Jack. Keep an eye on him. He'll have many more opportunities quite like that. Now for his and 1 play. Algonquin's ready to go. Loyalist is ready to go, and we got this free throw. That one rolls in and is good. 24-19 for the Wolves. Brooks doesn't start it off, rather, but he will take it. But the pass is out of the way. Jaden Jack drives it to the lane. Quick pass underneath, and that's going to be a nice layup for Nick Dales. Dale so far, his 4th point of the night.
Algonquin have to defend against those better. They have to deal with the high press.
Another turnover. Algonquin turns it over again. To the lane. It's good. Ahmad Ismail. Algonquin's really got to limit these turnovers right now because they are reeling. Deep pass. Mongrue looking for something. Doesn't get it. Passes back outside. But Balmaceda on his own. Passes it to Brooks. Brooks is carrying at the top of the key. Mongrue outside for 3. Bang! A much-needed 3-pointer for Algonquin as Loyalists have gone on a 9-0 run.
What a nothing-but net shot there from Mateo Mongrue, and this is the kind of energy the Algonquin Wolves need. They need players to get hot shooting threes.
And a big call there. Balmaceda, rather, draws the foul. And that'll actually be an offensive turnover for Loyalists. So Algonquin will take back over, looking to put some more points on the board.
Looks like we have a substitution here. I think that's Kendall Valerie who's coming out of the game, and checking back in is Simon Desta.
Just a bit too aggressive there on the ball handler move will cause the foul, and Algonquin will take over. Number 25, Mateo Mongrue from Toronto, Ontario. This is his 4th year, just one of 2 seniors on the team. He'll inbound it to the other senior, Simon Desta, and those two will go back and forth. A lot of pressure here by Loyalists. They're going to get it up, though. Brooks, and we got a 3 in the corner, and that one's good! James Texiera.
What a play there from James Texiera. That is an unreal shot. He's a very dynamic rookie, and Trevor Costello is clearly trusting. We know he's very hesitant about putting a lot of the young players into the game, but he has complete trust in James Texiera, and he offers a lot to this Algonquin Wolves team.
Another offensive foul for Loyalists, so Algonquin will take over once again. Coach Kevin McGuire not too happy about that one.
We have the big guy checking in for the Algonquin Wolves. The young rookie, Hunter Holben from Ottawa, Ontario, listed at 6'9" from St. Peter's High School.
One of the tallest guys in the league, and actually the tallest guy on the Algonquin team, 6'9". It's actually in his first year too, so you never know. Maybe he'll keep growing.
You never know. A lot of players still keep growing until they're late 20s, early 20s. But Algonquin have been missing that kind of player for a while. This season, their tallest player is listed at about 6'4", which is Gazin Peter Joka, and you need a big guy like that in the paint.
Good to put Holbein in when Loyalist has been dominating the paint so far. Dales drives to the lane, floater. That one's going to be just short, and the rebound by the big man Holbein. Passes it, but it's going to be a turnover. Dales again against the big man, and this time he can finish. Cuts the lead to 5, and a little bit of shoving right after the play. Bringing it up right now. Balmaceda moves it back to Desta. Desta tries to make a move, step back, can't get anything to go. Back to Balmaceda. Balmaceda trying to get set up. Gets a screen from Holbein. Tries to give and go. Inside! It's good! Jansen Balmaceda out of Vancouver, BC with the finish.
Size doesn't matter for Jansen Balmaceda, only at 5'9", makes it a really good play to drive against 2 players to the net and put the ball in the basket.
The assist from the 6'9" center Holbein, and the points from the 5'9" guard. It's always good to see basketball in the different sizes as we have Loyalists turn the ball over again. They have turned the ball over 3 possessions in a row, and Coach Kevin McGuire is going to call a timeout after that one.
Now we have, this timeout is going to be key here. Now we saw how Algonquin, it looked like things went back from bad to worse for Algonquin when they had that lead, but then ended up turning it around right after the 3 plays there on that timeout, and I wonder if things will turn around here for Loyalists after this timeout.
Coach Costello has got to be very happy with the way his guys came out of that timeout, so hopefully they can continue that momentum after this timeout. At the same time, Kevin McGuire is probably having that same conversation with his boys, so let's find out who's going to be the better team for the last 5 minutes of this first half here at Algonquin College. More seconds to go on this timeout. 32-25 for Algonquin so far. Algonquin's had some really nice shots, but Loyalist has actually dominated the paint. And timeout now over. We will get back into playing. Algonquin's got to feel pretty good after that last couple of possessions, putting up some points while forcing Loyalist to multiple turnovers in a row. What do you think the key here for the rest of the second quarter is for Algonquin?
I think the key here is what I was saying before. It's to be clinical with your opportunities. We know the Algonquin Wolves are good at developing opportunities, especially when it comes to players such as CJ Galaza, Carter Norman, and Devontae Brooks. They're very good at getting the ball off the rush. It's just about finishing those opportunities all around.
Balmaceda with the ball this time. He's trying to make a move. It's going back to Desta. Desta had the ball a lot tonight. And he will, on ISO, step back 3. Not going to go. Tipped up in the air and rebounded by Loyalists. And it will be a blocking foul on number 6, Jansen Balmaceda. And Loyalists will continue. Inbound here from Kendall Valerie out of Ottawa, Ontario, his second year. Jediah Adams bringing it up right now. To Arsenault back inside to Adams. And Adams looking around. Dribbles through his legs, looking for a pass across. Finds a man underneath the basket, can't finish. Offensive rebound, 2, 3. Nothing's going through. And Algonquin gets the rebound. Desta passes it up. Balmaceda moving to his right, looking for a screen from Holbein. And he'll lose possession as he moves off the screen. And it was tipped out by a Loyalist player, Algonquin ball.
A smart drive there from Jansen Balmaceda. Can't really get much of a shot off there. But this possession here is still salvageable for Algonquin, and I'm surprised to see Simon Desta as the one to inbound because he's usually such a clinical finisher on these opportunities.
Absolutely. You saw Balmaceda finish against 2 guys earlier, but this time he couldn't quite do it. And a quick turnover here, and Loyalists going back the other way. Pelusi passes it to, it's over, and it's in. Jediah Adams. Some more points right there. He's got 6 and 7.
Now those are the kind of turnovers you can't be giving up if you're Algonquin. You just got to make sure when you have the ball, you're clinical with it, you keep it. Turning over those kind of possessions is what can cost you a game.
Algonquin's slowing it down a bit. passing it outside. Balmaceda for three. Not going to go. Holbein over the top. Tries to get the rebound. Can't get it. Back out to Adams. Jediah Adams leading this offense up the court. A 5-point lead. Pass up the court and inside off of Algonquin, says the ref. With a lot of protest, it'll be Loyalist ball in Algonquin's end.
I think I see the case of the Algonquin Wolves players. It looked like it went off the hands of Jalen Julian Carter. It looked like he got the last touch on it, but the referee right by the play doesn't seem to agree with what a lot of the players on the court were saying.
Quick call there. It's hard to make. But we keep going with Loyalists at the line as both teams are in the bonus right now. 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Algonquin up 5 with Loyalists at the free throw line. First shot for Jediah Adams. Not going to go. Second one for Adams off the front of the net. Rebound Holbein. Pays to have a big man up front. Pass up the side, and Balmaceda can't handle it. And another turnover for Algonquin. They really need to get that in check, eh, Darren?
Yeah, they really need to get that in check. Now, you see the pass there. Mongrou puts a little bit too much power on it, and Balmaceda just isn't able to handle it. There's not much he can do. He can try to get a handle on it, but the ball is just too strong for him there.
Adams once again bringing it up for Loyalist. Nice moves. A little bit ahead of steam. Ismail for three. A bit too high. Holbein with the rebound. Brooks bringing it up the middle of the court. He's got one-on-one. Taking it to the lane. Tough finish. Not going to go with the foul, and he'll go to the line for two.
It was a smart play there from Devontae Brooks to realize that he has two options. He can pass to Simon Desta, or he can try to get the 2 and the 1, but he'll still get 2 free throws and salvage this opportunity.
Good drive right there by Brooks. Couldn't quite finish it, but he'll take those 2 free throws as Algonquin looks to extend their lead from 5. Final 181 seconds of the first half here at Algonquin. Missed free throw by Brooks right there. His second opportunity coming up. That one also no good. Algonquin struggled from the field, but they will get the rebound. CJ Galaza pass inside, and the layup will go. Nice finish there by Mateo Mongrou.
Clinical finish right there from Mongrou. You got to give the present to CJ Galaza to back up, sell this shot, and then just play it right to Mongrou right there.
Three-pointer, not going to go. That was Pelusi trying to get a quick one off. Galaza back the other way. Pass, he's got a wide open three-pointer. This one's no good. Loyalist back the other way. Pelusa. And inside, and the layup's going to be good. Right there, Jalen Julian Carter with the finish. Right back the other way. We got a ton of running around. Algonquin back in the offensive zone. He'll pass it out, slow it down a little bit. Simon Desta, ISO on the top. Gets a screen from Brooks. Looking across to the left side. Got CJ, and CJ's going to get taken down. CJ Galaza run over by the defender, and that will be a foul.
Now, smart play by CJ to recognize their space, and you see number 11 on Loyalist trying to run in the play in the last second, ends up knocking down CJ, and CJ will go to the line for some well-earned free throws.
You see right here, almost a give and go there. Passes it across, and the defender just coming in a little bit too hot as he's trying to make the move right there, and Galaza will go down and draw the foul. 2 from the line for Galaza right here. First one, nothing but net right there. That was a beauty. 6-point lead for Algonquin right here. About 2 minutes left in the second quarter. It's a pretty even game so far. Algonquin's been up a couple points for a little bit here, but Loyalist has stayed with them. And a second free throw is also good. 36-29 Algonquin. Ahmed Ismail bringing this one up. Can't get past CJ. Still has it. Makes a spin move. Drives to the lane. Step back shot. It's good. Ahmad Ismail. Only Loyalist to touch it on that possession. Still gets the points. 36-31.
Smart play there from Ismail to just cut around CJ Galaza and just put the ball in the basket.
There's CJ Galaza. Not to be outdone, but he can't finish. Jediah Adams. Rebound. They got to rush the other way. And a great play by Algonquin to tip it out of the way and force the Loyalists to reset on their offense. Great play. Gotta
give a lot of credit here also on this play to Mateo Mongrou, backtracking there on that odd man rush. He sees the Loyalist player running towards the net, has a perfect opportunity, just got to get a hand on it just to prevent it from going in the way of Loyalist.
And a quick layup here off the inbound. Not going to go, but Loyalist is going to get the rebound. And then Algonquin steals it. Brooks all over the court tonight. Moving it up. CJ Galaza moving and back to Brooks. Holds it. Pass to Mongru over to Desta. Desta looking for a screen from Brooks. Give and go. Moves inside. Takes what the defense gives him and hits the open shot. 38-31 Algonquin.
That's what Simon Desta does. Gets those spots where there's space and just takes full advantage again. And the Wolves are up 38-31, and Desta has 10 points so far tonight. Jediah
Adams throws it out to the right side. Tries to make a move, loses a possession. Kellen de Guzman can't finish on that play. Algonquin ball with just under a minute to go here. Take a look at this last play by Simon Desta, moving it around. They got the give and go. Sees a little bit of space, lobs it up, and hits that short jumper.
Looks like we have a timeout here being called by the Wolves. They've used all their timeouts so far this first half of the game, and would have thought Loyalists would have called the timeout, Michael, but what do you make of this timeout called by the Algonquin Wolves?
I think Algonquin just wants to go into the half with as big a lead as they could possibly get. And I think that they came out of the last timeout with a lot of steam, and I think coming out of this timeout, they're looking to get a couple more points on the board while keeping Loyalists off the board, see if they can get in with a double-digit lead at halftime.
I completely agree. Very well said, Michael. And I think also Algonquin is just trying to settle things down here before the end of the first half of this game. And I feel like things just need to be settled down. And Algonquin, they have a good lead right now, but you want to make the lead more, and you just want to fine-tune all those details going into this second half of this game where it's so tight it's going to feel like a playoff game.
Absolutely. Timeout is just about finished. Both Kevin McGuire and Trevor Costello getting to talk to their players for this last 51 seconds of the first half. Algonquin up 7. And quick break here for the Wolves, and they will be back out on the court. Simon Desta, number 3 for the Algonquin Wolves, has been leading them so far tonight. 10 points, no fouls, playing very clean, very well played basketball tonight. Algonquin inbound. CJ Galaza is going to bring this one up. He's had a pretty solid game so far tonight, 6 points. Gets it back from Brooks. Calls for a little screen, passes it to Balmaceda. Balmaceda transfers it back over to Desta, who runs it over to Galaza. Galaza underneath Brooks, can't handle it, and that's going to be a turnover. And back the other way for the Loyalists. Algonquin really struggled with these turnovers in the first half, Dan.
It's been the story of the turnovers that have hurt. Not only, I feel like it's hurt Algonquin, but it's also hurt Loyalist, and a turnover right there.
As you speak about it, Loyalist turns it over. Algonquin's back in the offensive zone, and then they will turn it over. And we're not sure who it went off of. The refs.
It looks like it went off the Loyalist player there.
Refs are calling it Algonquin ball, so they're going to get a chance to put some more points on here with 33 seconds left to go in the first half. CJ Galaza inbounding this one. There's Brooks down low. Looking for some space, hands off. Back to Brooks. Not much doing, one-on-one, drives to the lane. Brooks off the backboard, can't finish. Gets the offensive rebound, there's a bit of a fight underneath. Loyola dives on it, and the refs blow the whistle. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the play. Julian Carter with a bit of a hobble. Let's take a look at what happened here. Can't finish Brooks right there. Brooks fighting for it, but it's Julian Carter who falls on it, and Brooks ties him up. It'll be Loyalist ball as it's their turn on the jump ball. And with 20 seconds to go, this might be the last possession of the first half.
The Algonquin Wolves just have to have some strong defense here, man on man. Just don't give Loyalists very much here.
Algonquin playing full court press right now. Desta playing tight defense on Ismail. Ismail looking for any room, sauces it over to Adams. Adams to de Guzman. Over to Pelusi. Pelusi tries to make a move. Not getting nowhere, back to Ismail. Ismail looking, 3 seconds. 2, 1, shoots it for 3. Air about it, and a tip finish. And it's a buzzer beater finish on the offensive rebound with no time left on the clock. Let's see if the refs actually put the points on the board right there.
Looks like they did, and they put up another 2 points after that, so Loyalist is only down by 3 here. I wonder if the referees forgot to put up some points earlier.
Looks like he got his hands off the ball and shot it before the clock hit 0, so it does look like Loyalists will score on that possession.
I'm a little confused right now because we saw when they shot at 31 points, and then when they put it in, it's at 33, and then they put up about another 2 after. I wonder if they forgot to put 2 points up earlier.
It could be that, or it could be the Ontario College's first 4-point shot.
You never know, but they put it back to 33.
Oh, there you go. So our halftime score today will be 38-35 for Algonquin so far. And right after this, we'll be back with the third quarter and a nice interview from Josh. Stay tuned.
Hi, Simon Desta. Nice to be with you here. I got some questions for you, if that's all right.
That's all good. Go ahead.
So, what's the key focus going into the halftime for you guys to continue with this momentum?
Big thing is for us, we just gotta follow the game plan. It's gotten us this far, so that's really about it. Follow the game plan, and
Are there any specific challenges that the Lancers are opposing that you guys are addressing?
well, number 8, one of their better players. Obviously, we have to keep him from scoring the basketball, but other than that, yeah, we should be good.
One more question for you. What do you think you guys are doing great, and how are you going to continually improve on that?
Well, we kind of shut down number 8 for the most part. Got in some foul trouble. Other than that, yeah, we should be good. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Simon. You heard it here. Come back for more basketball.
ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for the second half action of the Algonquin Wolves versus the Loyalist Lancers. Currently, the Algonquin Wolves have a 38-33 lead over the Loyalists right now, and our leading scorers in the first half, Simon Desta, number 3, is the leading point scorer for Algonquin, while Jediah Adams, number 7, is the leading scorer with 7 points. See a nice finish right there. That's Carter Norman on the nice layup in traffic. That was an and one. Couple of great shots. This one's Simon Desta, amazing three-pointer right there. Brooks once again, muscling through. He's having himself a great night so far too. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. A jack of all trades. There's Jansen Balmaceda with another good layup there. And those are your first half highlights. And we're just about ready to go for the second half. 10 seconds left before we get going. So Damon, what are you thinking for the second half? Who has the advantage going forward?
I think going forward, I think it's probably Algonquin, but at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of positives and negatives for both teams. I will say the Wolves have been clicking a lot of the time. They've been playing as a team. But the thing that I feel has hindered them most so far in the first half of the game is not capitalizing on every turnover. And I feel like going through a sequence where Loyalist was 6-0 and Loyalist turned over the ball twice and he still couldn't put the ball in the basket, I feel like that could be a factor that can hurt the Wolves. And I think the Wolves know that they have to be a lot more clinical there. I feel like Loyalist is moving the ball well and they're getting good offensive chances. But the biggest thing is that I feel can hinder them is Jaden Jack, number 8. Don't get me wrong, he's a very good player. 3rd in the entire OCAA in scoring with 21.9 points per game. But he's already on 3 fouls, and if he gets into another aggressive challenge there, he'll be on his 4th, and there's a chance that he might get kicked out of the game if he keeps playing as aggressive as he is.
Be tough for Jaden Jack to play scared, but Algonquin's going to start this one off. Great finish there. Mateo Mongru keeping it going from the first half as Algonquin takes a 5-point lead here early in the first quarter of the second half for the third quarter. Calling for a screen here. Gets it for a second. Shot clock winding down to 7. Has some pressure. Passes it off the knees and out of bounds off Algonquin, and the Loyalists will take over. Shot clock at 5. They're going to have to get something going really quickly here.
Now you see Jalen Julian Carter trying to cut around Devontae Brooks, but Brooks says nuh-uh and doesn't give him any room. And you have to give Devontae Brooks a lot of credit for some strong defense here. That's what the Algonquin Wolves need to do. They need to make sure Loyalists can't shoot before the shot clock ends.
Brooks set up in the paint. We got Jaden Jack here. Takes the three-pointer with the shot clock winding down. Offensive rebound, and the shot clock violation is going to go, and Algonquin's going to take over.
You see Jaden Jack there, not much time, knows he has to get the shot off, tries to get it off but can't, and then of course it's the air ball, and that's what gives the Algonquin Wolves the possession.
Algonquin's done a good job of guarding Jack tonight. Just 3 points on 1 for 2 shooting. Not a lot of opportunities there, but he does have 3 assists, so he is dishing a little bit. And tip ball, Desta gets it back. Looking, makes a stutter step move, drives in the lane, floater. And that one's going off the backboard. Brooks can't get it. Jack in the corner, stolen by Brooks. And on the floor. And a foul.
Looks like the referee's indicating that Devontae Brooks got a little over-aggressive there.
That'll be Brooks' second foul of the game. And will act as a turnover of sorts for the Algonquin Wolves as Loyalist takes it back up the other way. Palusi trying to make a move. Trying to get it to Jack, can't, puts it inside. Post up move, nice move, but can't finish it off. That was Jalen Julian Carter, can't finish it off. Brooks again with another rebound. He's got 8 so far in this game. Tries to make a move, one-on-one, and draws a charge. Loyalist, number 15, Julian Carter, after the miss, still draws the charge.
Smart play by Julian Carter. He knows Devontae Brooks likes to go for contact. He just lets Devontae Brooks charge into him there.
Good play there by Julian Carter, and the Loyalists will take this one up. Down 7. About a minute and a half gone so far here in the second half, as scoring has been pretty even, 4-4.
Looks like they're changing the call here. The referees have canceled their initial call, and you see Kevin McGuire's giving his opinion to the referees.
Not having a good time over there on the sideline. McGuire's been very vocal so far tonight. He has not been a huge fan of the refs. Brooks underneath on the pass inbounds. Can't finish, but he's going to get fouled. Not sure who that foul was on.
It looks like Devontae Brooks got fouled there. Let's see if the referees make the announcement as to who fouled him.
Hopefully it wasn't Jack. It doesn't look like Jack. It looks like number 15, Julian Carter, is going to be called for that one. And that will be his third foul of the night. So Jack and Julian Carter both at 3. Going to have to play a little bit more conservative the rest of the game, as we got Brooks here at the line for his free throws. First one is not going to go. And we'll have one more shot before Loyalist takes back over. And Brooks 0 for 5 on free throws now, not having a good time from the line. Jack the other way. And he's got a wide open man across the field, and the foul. Ahmed Ismail. Oh, they're calling a charge. And it's back the other way for Algonquin. A charge for Jaden Jack, and that is massive, as that's his 4th foul of the game.
And you just saw the whole Loyalist bench get up, and they're screaming at the referee here. They really do not like that call. And now they know this is going to hinder their ability to come back in the game, because they know Jack, they rely on him so much offensively. And he's going to have to be very careful about his next steps here.
Norman gets it inside, and a nice finish by Brooks right there. Brooks, he's 0 for 5 on free throws, but he's still putting up points. He's got 8 on the night. Quick back the other way. Shot's no good for Dales. Offensive rebound, but it's stolen back by Brooks. Brooks tied up, gets it out. Desta's taking this one up, bobbles it for a second, but takes it up the court. Desta wide open for 3 on transition. Bang! Algonquin's on a roll here. 7-0 run to start the 3rd quarter.
Uncontested, Simon Desta. Loyalist is just giving Simon Desta way too much room, and they're letting him cook there from that spot. 13 points in the night.
Nice finish there by Julian Carter. He'll draw the and 1. And that will stall Algonquin's momentum just a little bit here, as Loyalist lines up for their and 1 free throw. 10-point game right now, 7.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Slow movement so far, but we have 8 points for Algonquin and just 2 for the Loyalist today in the 3rd quarter. Keep an eye on Jaden Jack. He's sitting at 4 fouls. We chose him as the X-Factor player for the Loyalist college team. And with 4 fouls, he'll have to play very conservative the rest of the game with almost half the game to go still. Julian Carter for the and 1, and he will nail it, cutting the lead at 9. The first points of the second half here were those 3 for Loyalist. And we'll have Mongrue take this one up. Back to Desta. Desta running, he gets fouled. That one's going to be on Nick Dales. His first of the game.
Now, we know here that Loyalists have 3 fouls, and Algonquin have 2 fouls so far this quarter. You have to be very careful about the fouling here, because Algonquin could be in the bonus very soon.
Algonquin has struggled a bit tonight at the free throw line, so the bonus might not hurt Loyalists too bad. But of course, they're called free throws for a reason. You don't want to give those free points. Norman passes outside. Quick 3 for Desta. He hits it again. Simon Desta having himself a game. 16 points, 4 for 7 on 3.
And you have to see Simon Desta sally after, holding up 3 fingers with both hands.
He knew that one was going in. Jediah Adams can't get it. He passes it out. Nick Dales can't stop that. And out of bounds. We got a whistle here. Refs are calling it, and they'll say Loyalist ball as it went off out of Mongrue. Not a big fan of that call. Algonquin isn't. Trevor Costello giving the refs a bit of an earful. Got the explanation he wanted, and it's going to be Loyalist ball, trying to get it inside. And nice interception by Norman. Passes it back to outside. CJ Galaza in transition. Can't finish it off, and it goes out of bounds off Loyalist.
Gotta give a lot of credit to Carter Norman there, and CJ Galaza. The St. Joseph's High School connection there again earns the Algonquin Wolves close to a point, but they can still salvage this with the possession they've got.
10 seconds to go here on the shot clock. Norman gets an open chance in the middle and nails it from the top of the key. Norman with his first points of the night on his first shot of the night. And Loyalist will go back the other way. Algonquin now on a 12-3 run here in this 3rd quarter. Algonquin absolutely dominating so far. Nick Dales outside. Shots for 3, no good. Can't get it to go over the back, foul on Loyalist, and it's going to be Algonquin ball going back the other way. Alex Arsenault couldn't get that one to go. It'll be Loyalist ball, rather, as the foul was called defensively. Quick outside to Arsenault. Drives inside, contact. Pass it to Dales. Dales is looking. Dales, step back shot. Foul and one! A long two with a shooting foul, and he'll go to the line for a third point.
What a play from Nick Dales to get that shot off and to get contact there from Simon Jesta. And now he's closed this gap a lot more if he can get the 4th point here.
That was a big play there for the Loyalists, because as Algonquin had gone on a 12-3 run, and putting those 3 on the board cuts the lead to 11. Quick substitution here. We got Nick Dales coming off. Number 6, Denai Jones-Adams is coming on for Loyalist. Quick substitution as well for Algonquin. Simon Desta, leading scorer, is going off, and Jansen Balmaceda is coming back on, the 5'9", second-year point guard out of Vancouver. He's bringing this one up. Number 11, Valerie, passes it over to Norman. Norman. There's CJ Galaza. Isolated, waiting for an opening. Dribbles through his legs, takes the shot on the side of the net, and can't get it to go. Rebound, Loyalist. Alex Arsenault fights off a couple. Nice pass in transition, and a charge. Great call, and a great play by Carter Norman to draw the foul there on transition.
Got to give Carter Norman a lot of credit for his high IQ in the sport of basketball. One of the smartest players on this Algonquin Wolves team, right up there with CJ Galaza. He knows that Julian Carter is trying to make that pass. Just lets Carter come into him, and then Carter just actually fouls Carter Norman. Just a little bit of a pun there. And Carter Norman has the ball now.
Norman with possession, trying to make a move inside. Got a shot at the top of the key, and that one's not going to go for Kendall Valerie. Rebound, Loyalist. Ismail bringing this one up, trying to make a move. Drives to the net. He's going to draw a foul, and will miss the shot and go to the line for 2. The foul that time on CJ Galaza, his second so far. Loyalist back to the line. Been pretty solid from the line, just over 50% shooting. Not exactly where they want to be, so they definitely were looking for points from this opportunity right here. Ahmad Ismail's first free throw goes right in, cuts the lead to 10. 50-40, Algonquin Wolves here with about 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We hope you guys are all enjoying this broadcast so far. It's been a very competitive game, although Algonquin has built a bit of a lead, and we'll see how the rest of the game goes here. Second free throw bounces off. They're going to get the offensive rebound, Bo. He gets his own rebound. And inside Arsenault gets the layup on a nice dish from Ahmad Ismail after getting his own rebound.
Now again, uncontested is Ismail. The Algonquin Wolves have to contest that player from that spot.
Galaza drives inside. Outside to Norman for open 3. Can't get this one. Bit of a bobble there, but it's going to be Jadiah Adams taking this one up for Loyalists. And inside pass. Not even close to anybody with numbers, and that will go to Algonquin. Another turnover for Loyalist. They've struggled with those quite a bit tonight, but so has Algonquin. Taking a look back at that last play. Oh, there we go. And we're back on the floor here. Quick pass there. We got Mateo Mongru posting up at the three-point line. Can't get anything to go, passes it back to Jansen Balmaceda. Balmaceda pushes off, tries to get a screen, couldn't get it. This time drives to the lane on the right side. Underneath, got a man. Brooks tries to take the shot, but he gets fouled. 5th foul on Loyalist this half, and Brooks this time will go to the line. He's 0 for 4 on free throws, 0 for 5 rather, looking to get his first of the day.
Now, his first of the day could be a big one here. And we knew Algonquin had a bigger lead going into the third as they built it up, and halfway through, Loyalist is starting to come back, and Algonquin now has a chance to get the momentum swinging back their way.
Loyalists on a 9-0 run after Algonquin built a massive lead at the beginning of this quarter. Loyalists trying to stick with them. Brooks to the line right now. Second on the team with 8 points. And looking to extend that. Not hit a free throw so far yet, though. And that will continue. He's 0 for 6. Brooks on his 7th attempt. Finally gets this one to go.
7th time's the charm.
You know it, Damon. All right, back the other way. You got Ahmad Ismail. Been carrying the ball quite a bit. Tries to get some space. Quick underneath to Arsenault. Arsenault with another layup. This time, can't get it to go. Brooks bobbles the rebound, but still gets it. Brooks so far leading the team in rebounds with 9. Desto back in now. He's got the ball. Driving to the right side. Across for 3. Not going to go. That was Balmaceda. Can't get it. Offensive rebound. Brooks once again. He's going to the lane. And one! Devontae Brooks out of Toronto, Ontario. Making a statement here in the 3rd quarter.
This is a statement play here. He has 13 points in the night here from that play, and let's see if he can make it a 3-point play.
His 10th rebound of the night as well. He's been crashing those boards better than anyone else on the floor tonight. The only issue with this game tonight has been the free throws. 1 for 8. Back in transition, Loyalist gets the free throw, and he got the and one that time. That one was Romeo Congenza going to the line for his first time. That was his first points of the night.
Hopefully the guy there is okay, because you just have a big guy like Devontae Brooks, 6'4", just landing on top of you there to try to keep the ball out of the basket.
Brooks had 3 fouls now. Got to be a bit careful. Loyalist already knows all about that, having their star player Jaden Jack at 4 fouls. Hasn't been out there in a little bit. They got Desta driving it, step back. It's blocked. Rebound Brooks. Brooks back to Desta, handoff. And that one's going outside. And Albacida can't hit the shot. Jones Adams passes it over to Ismail. Ismail got some space, driving to the lane. Falls, shoots, scores. Nice layup there.
Ismail there is just completely uncontested. Someone has to be marking that lane he's trying to drive into.
Algonquin's going to do a better job of covering the paint here as they have on offense possession. Jensen Balmaceda posts up. Tries to get a screen from Brooks, gets it. Drives to the lane, he's got a chance. And finishes! Rolled off the rim after a pause, and Algonquin takes back their 8-point lead. Quick in transition, Algonquin with a good defensive play. Back the other way, Balmaceda. And off Balmaceda, he keeps it in bounds. What a great play. Norman at the 3-point line finds Brooks trailing over to Desta for 3. Bang! Algonquin's on a roll. Simon Desta, his 5th 3-pointer of the night. 19 on the night for Simon Desta. You just can't give him that kind of space, but Algonquin do a good job in their system of creating space for Simon Desta to cook. Arsenault, a powerful move to the inside, and he finishes that one off. And the crowd has quieted here as Algonquin's back up. Brooks fakes the pass, he's holding it. Handoff, Desta. Desta looking to hit the 20-point mark with this shot, and he nails it. Simon Desta, 21 on the day, and he's been the guy tonight for Algonquin.
He's provided that X factor in terms of shooting, and he's been Algonquin's most clinical shooter all night.
Algonquin's having a great time on offense, but struggling on defense as Ahmad Ismail walks in and scores that one. Another 2 points. Nice move by Brooks. Gets Desta open for 3. Oh, he's on fire! Simon Desta, unstoppable.
I don't know how you can respond to that kind of shooting there from Simon Desta.
Good defense under the basket. We got Norman going up the floor. He'll stop, stutter step, lose possession, and get fouled.
Looks like Carter Norman's going to be given 2 free throws. And you see Kevin McGuire losing his mind at the call and the entire bench of Loyalist.
Both sides scrambling a little bit there, but we're all caught up now. Algonquin with the ball and an exciting 12-point lead so far. They have dominated this 3rd quarter. And we got 2 free throws here for Carter Norman, as both teams are in the bonus right now. Norman has 1 point so far today on 1 for 2 free throws. And he'll miss that one, no good. Here's Norman's second free throw. He'll do this one as Loyalist moves in to get the rebound. Algonquin has their big man, Hunter Holbein, the 6'9" man. Back in the game, hasn't put his mark on the game with points yet, but he does have 4 rebounds.
And that's something that the Algonquin Wolves have been missing all season long until he joined the team. He's provided a real factor when it comes to collecting rebounds. And the Algonquin Wolves need someone like him who can get those rebounds and work the ball outside. The Algonquin Wolves can shoot threes.
Algonquin having no trouble drawing fouls, but having some trouble taking advantage on those free throws. And that one, after a couple bounces, does go in, extending Algonquin's lead to 13. Now, Jediah Adams bringing this one up. Trying to make a move on Norman. Gets a nice screen. Adams to the paint. Can't finish, but he'll get fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. CJ Galaza tried to take the charge there, but couldn't quite get his feet down in position. And Jediah Adams will go to the line. Coach Trevor Costello wasn't too happy about that one, asking for an explanation from the ref.
I thought CJ Galaza had his feet planted there.
It did look like he had that charge, but the ref didn't give it to him, and that puts Loyalist at the line. Cut into the lead. First free throw is no good. Gets it back. That was the first free throw. I'm not sure why they were going after that one. And we'll be back for the second free throw this time after the miss by Adams.
I think they probably went after because they know the intensity of this game, and they just know you got to get that next ball. This game is a very intense one.
Keep an eye out for Hunter Holbein here in the third period here. He's the big tall guy. He's been getting tons of rebounds for Algonquin, especially right here if he misses this free throw. He will not though, and Algonquin has a 12-point lead. And a quick substitution as CJ Galaza signs off with leading scorer Simon Desta back on the court with 24 points on 6 for 9 3-point shooting. Absolutely unstoppable tonight. And Algonquin's putting the pressure on right here. Balmaceda driving it down the court. He's making some moves, trying to get someone open. Nothing going in the corner here. Inside to Holbein. Holbein underneath and a nice pass. Great play. Valerie with the finish. Algonquin's up 14.
A good amount of cuts there from the Wolves just allows Valerie to get that space.
Dale's kept going, passes it outside into 3. Romeo Kagenza. He's 2 for 2 on 3-pointers today. Algonquin wants to keep the pressure going though, but slows it down. Balmaceda says to pause. Gets a quick screen, almost at the give and go, but doesn't get it. But he'll go for the layup anyway, and he'll get fouled. Can't finish it though. And once again, Algonquin go to the line looking to improve on their free throw shooting.
Now this is a part of the game that they really need to improve because you look at the score right now, it's a 10-point game, but as the game goes on, usually it gets closer, especially when these two teams have the intensity that they have. The free throws can really be the difference in this kind of game, and Algonquin hasn't been shooting enough of them, or scoring enough of them, I should say.
That was Algonquin's 22nd free throw of the night, but they've only hit 9. And that is definitely a pain point that Coach Trevor Costello might focus on come tomorrow. But for now, Algonquin up 11 right now, looking to add to their lead with the second free throw here. And that one's not going to go. Rebound Loyalist after a little bit of contact there, but they're going to keep it going. Loyalist out to the side, pass underneath, and the layup is going to go. Jamar Burke finishes that one off as Loyalist cuts the lead to 9.
And it looks like Hunter Holbein got hit in the head there on that play. And he's going straight to the bench.
I'll have the athletic trainer take a look at him. Hopefully he's okay. This was the in-transition play here. And what a great play by Jamar Burke to finish that drive off right there. There's assistant coach CJ DeLehe talking to his players. His second year here coaching, one of the assistant coaches, and so looking at the free throws, Damon, it's been pretty rough for both teams, but Algonquin's definitely struggled. They're 9 for 23. Loyalists only 6 for 14. What does Algonquin have to do differently now in this fourth quarter coming up?
I know that the message is easier said than done for Algonquin, but the free throws. When you have that many and you miss that many, it's not clinical to the level it needs to be clinical. You have to be very clinical when you have those opportunities. You have to take advantage of every single one of those opportunities, because free throws are earned from contact, and it's contact gone to waste if you just can't put them in the basket. It's easy for me to say, but it's harder to replicate on the court, and I think they're going to be practicing free throws a lot, either tonight or tomorrow morning before the game against St. Lawrence.
Absolutely, Damon. Honestly, like those 14 points they've left off the board, and they are ahead, but it's still a close game, and those points might come back to haunt them if Loyalists can get their stuff together going into the fourth quarter here. We have about 32 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll see who can put some points on before we get into the final stanza of this game. Closely contested, a bit sloppy, some turnovers, some misses, but a good game so far. Simon Desta, shout out to him, 24 points today. He's been carrying this team. Desta gets the ball right here. Balmaceda back to Desta. Desta's taking another shot. Heat check. He's on fire. You can't stop him. Simon Desta.
Well, that's 26 points on the night for Simon Desta. His career high is 33 in a single game. There's a chance he might top that here tonight.
He's definitely threatening here. Loyalists trying to get some points before the end of the half. Layup, no good. 3 seconds, offensive rebound. It's not going to go. And halftime, end of the third quarter. 69-57 for the Wolves here. Mostly dominated by the Wolves in that third quarter.
We have to give credit to the Loyalists for when we think they might be out of the game or the Wolves might run away with it. They do a really good job of just crawling their way back into it, and they're getting scoring from a bit of everywhere. It's not one player who's scoring a lot of points. It's a bit of everyone who's picking the load up for this Loyalist Lancers team. It's going to be very interesting to see how they do come the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Algonquin outscored Loyalists 32-23 there, even outside of the missed free throws. So still an impressive offensive showcase for Algonquin. Loyalists just has to keep hitting those shots. Only 20% from three. Do you think that's kind of the move they're going to make in the fourth quarter, or are you thinking more inside, two-pointers, free throws, that kind of stuff?
I think they might be a little bit more desperate, so I think they might go for twos early on, but if they end up making it close and whatever, depending on the situation, whether threes are working or twos are working, I think they might go for what's working best come those situations. But I think they're going to be very desperate. If they have a chance to shoot for a three, I think they're going to try to go for that. But I think they also have to keep, obviously, Simon Desta in check because he's on fire right now. 27 points in this match, and he's been an X factor who I think has separated the Algonquin Wolves from the Loyalist Lancers so far in this game.
Absolutely, Damon. Every single chance he's had, any space he has, if he's open, he'll take that shot and he'll knock that one down. He's actually 5 for 7 tonight on three-pointers. Oh, 7 for 10 rather. And other than that, 9 for 15 on shots. So he's carrying this team, 27 points to the next closest, 11 from Brooks. Brooks, however, is leading the team with 10 rebounds and 7 assists. So Desta not doing it on his own. Brooks should get some credit there too. We got about 20 seconds to go before the start of the fourth quarter here. 12-point lead for Algonquin Wolves right now, and we'll be back after just a quick break from your hosts.
You guys know Algonquin's rival, right? You guys know who our rival is? Who's our rival? La Cité. We all know that, right? We all know that. You were on top of this. So La Cité has a player who wears number 11 in the United States. And he's right over here. So let's give him big one.
Back here for fourth quarter action at Algonquin College. The Wolves up 69-57 over the Loyalist Lancers. And a quick foul right off the bat by Carter Normand over the top against Jaden Jack, Loyalist star player. Jack hasn't had too much of an impact tonight, as he did struggle with fouls quite early.
Now you look at his totals this season, 21.9 points per game this season. So far this game, only 3. And I think a lot of it's been him getting over aggressive with the Algonquin Wolves, just limiting his space. You see Carter Normand being the man marker there, just not giving him enough much room, and he has the ball right now.
The crowd can sense the win here with a 12-point lead. They're chanting. Algonquin gets the rebound off the missed shot. Tied up, Brooks can't get away. Alex Arson with some extra pushing at the end there. Not sure about that. Ref will talk to him a bit about that one, and it'll be Algonquin ball in the tie-up.
Now you see the play was already blown dead, and it was in Devontae Brooks' hands, and right after Arsenal just ran in and tried to grab the ball, even though the whistle was blown.
We got an inbounds here. Kendall Valerie is going to take this one. Loyalist playing hard press defense right here. Gets it up to Normand. Norman running up the court. He's open. Got Brooks on the side. He'll post up on the left side of the basket. Looking for a man. Hands off. Drive into the lane. Can't finish it off. Balmaceda, no good. Jack inside. Layup. This one just rolls over. Julian Carter with a nice finish there. Simon Desta back the other way. He's been hot. You don't want to get him open, and they hope it get fouled.
Looks like they're maybe calling travel here. And Simon Desta's pleading that the player there held his jersey.
And it looks like the refs are taking that into account. It'll be Algonquin ball.
You see Trevor Costello's, his reaction right now is gold, completely gold.
Had absolutely no idea what's wrong, but as soon as he realized it was in his favor, he was nothing but happy about it. Wolves back on offense here. Brooks having himself a nice game, gets the ball. Valerie turns it over. Jack back the other way, doesn't want to draw a charge, and can't finish there. Nice rebound by Jansen Balmaceda. Balmaceda back the other way. Balmaceda stops up. Balmaceda surveying the defense, can't find a man open, looking. Desta can't get free, can't get past over there. Back to Valerie. Valerie trying to get away. Norman gets the pass for three. This one's not going to go either, fighting over the rebound. Julian Carter gets this one. Driving up the court, Dales. Dales has been pretty good from three tonight. He'll take a drive on this one. Layup is going to go. Great play by Nick Dales right there as he gets his 11th point of the game.
The smart drive there from Dales. You see, he has Valerie marking him, and Valerie isn't close enough to him. He just sees he has the lane and takes full advantage.
Desta has it, gets his arm slapped. No foul call. Dales back the other way. Can't finish. Brooks rebound again. Balmaceda up the side to Normand. Really quick to Desta. Desta looking for an opening, gets one, and sinks the shot. 71-61 Algonquin Wolves over the Loyalists.
Now that play doesn't happen after that hard hustle of Carter Norman running to get the ball, throws it right to Desta. No mistake.
Dale's quick pass. He tries to get it over to Ismail. Ismail can't make the shot. Brooks again with the rebound, absolutely carrying. He's at 14 on the night. Balmaceda bobbles it, but gets it back. Fakes a three, back to Brooks. Brooks hands this one off. Desta. Will he go for a heat check shot? No, he'll pass it off. Brooks reset with Desta. Desta has some space. He's going for three again. Oh, this one bounces back out. That one would have been insane. It would have put him up above 30 for the night, but no good. 29 on the day for him as of right now. Jaden Jack bringing it back the other way. Haven't seen too much of him with 4 fouls most of the game. It's been tough for him to get on the floor. Inside, and no finish. Can't finish right there. That one's Julian Carter. Can't get it done. Desta bringing it back up. Over to Balmaceda. Balmaceda waiting for a screen. Brooks takes it. Fakes back to Balmaceda before giving it back on the handle to Desta. Desta, heat check. And once again, can't hit that one. Super hot in the third quarter. Not so much in the fourth quarter here for Simon Desta as the Loyalists come back the other way. Jaden Jack to the rim. And he will finish it off and showing why he averages over 20 points a game. Gets his 5th point of this game. Finally getting on the board.
We have a timeout here called by the Algonquin Wolves, and this one is not panic time for the Algonquin Wolves, but they really need to get things settled down here because they've had a lot of chances to score more points here so far in the fourth quarter, but they just haven't been clinical enough again.
Only one basket so far for Algonquin in this quarter, and they've had a bunch of opportunities, and it just hasn't gone their way. And for Loyalists, they've had even more opportunities and have capitalized on 3 of their last 7 shots, and on a 6-2 run here in the fourth quarter. Closing the gap on Algonquin. They're at an 8-point deficit right now. Got about 20 seconds left here on the timeout. Algonquin up 8 here in the fourth quarter. 6.5 minutes to go. Leading scorer tonight, Simon Desta, with 29 points on 10 for 18 shooting. 7 threes tonight. Absolutely carrying this team. Devontae Brooks, though, don't forget about him. 13 rebounds, 11 points. Ahmad Ismail, the biggest contributor on Loyalist's side. 12 points on 5 for 10 shooting. Nick Dale's 5 for 10 shooting as well. This time 11 points. We'll see who steps up big here in the fourth quarter. Damon, are you looking out for anybody?
I have a feeling that Carter Norman's going to pull off some magic here in the fourth quarter. I've just got that feeling right now.
Guess we'll have to wait and see. That's number 31 for the folks at home. Keep an eye on him. He's on the court on the left side right now, but bringing this one up is Balmaceda. Passes this one over to Mongrue. There's Norman. Inside to Brooks. Brooks powerful in the paint. Drives inside and can't get it to finish. 1 on 3. Tips it away. Almost gets the turnover. Brooks does, but it's still going to be Loyalist. Moving up. There's Jack. And Jack back to Ismail. Can't hit the 3. It's an air ball. But the offensive rebound. Can't finish it. Another rebound and a foul. Julian Carter with 2 offensive rebounds, and he'll draw the foul and go to line for 2.
And again, smart plays from Julian Carter, just knows how to draw that contact. Even though he's someone who's on 4 fouls tonight and could be a little bit more careful, he just has no fear and is trying to do whatever it takes to get the Loyalist Lancers some points here.
Just over 6 minutes to go here. Loyalist trying to cut into Algonquin's lead. And the first free throw will be good for Julian Carter out of Toronto, 6'6". Absolute tall man right there. Going for a second free throw, and he'll hit that one too. Cuts the lead to 6 points as Algonquin takes this one up. Jansen Balmaceda trying to waste a little bit of time here as Algonquin hasn't had too much success on offense. As a reach-in foul on Ahmed Ismail right there will stop the clock.
And that'll be Ismail's first foul of the game so far, and we see a lot of players who are currently on the floor for Loyalist are on the threat of fouling out of the game. Now we look at number 15. Julian Carter's 1 foul away from fouling out, and same with number 8, Jaden Jack.
CJ Galaza here has the ball, gets a little bit of a screen from Holbein. Looking to the left, Mongrue. Can't hit the 3. Defensive rebound right there by Jack. Jack gets it out. Ismail bringing us up the court. A little bit of a pushing. Takes it into the lane and draws the foul. Can't finish the layup, so he'll go to line for 2. Both teams struggled tonight at the free throw line. Both under 50% shooting. But Loyalists will look to capitalize and cut this lead to within 4 with these free throws.
On that play, it did look like CJ Galasa had his feet planted against the Loyalist player there, Ismail, who charged against him. So this could be a tough blow for the Wolves because it looks like CJ Galasa will have fouled out of the game, finishing the game with 6 points and 5 fouls.
Was a solid contributor. Had a couple free throws, couple rebounds, couple assists. But Hill will foul out with 5 fouls. And the first free throw will be good. Cutting the lead to 5. That'll actually put Loyalist over 50% free throw shooting. Who would have thought? Now Loyalist on a 10-2 run here in the fourth quarter. Not good for Algonquin. They might be looking at timeout. And a quick missed free throw there, and the offensive rebound by Arsenault is going to go to bounds. Algonquin ball with a 5-point lead. 5:38 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Now Algonquin here, when it comes to this situation in the game, we know so far this fourth quarter they like to shoot 3s, which it's good if you can score them, but you can't just try to force 3s and expect to get away with it, and Loyalist has punished them for just shooting 3s all game.
Balmaceda into the corner with Monger. There's a tie up at the front. Holbein falls down, and Algonquin turns it over. Jack back the other way. Euro step, gets hit in the face. Layup doesn't go. 3-point play would have been big there, but they're going to call for the foul. Refs are talking about this one. Trevor Costello's looking for a travel right there on that Euro step. But Jack will go to the line with a chance to cut the lead. 2-3. 10-2 Loyalist run. Jack, not much of a factor in the first 3 quarters. With the fourth quarter, he has 5 points of his 7. As he goes for his second free throw, and that one is also good. Cutting the lead to 3. 12-2 run for Loyalists right now, and Algonquin's got to get something going here.
Even if it's just a 2-pointer, you just got to find something to change the swing of momentum here.
And Balmaceda, got to look at Desta. He's your hot hand. Gets a screen from Holbein. Couple moves, loses possession, almost lost it. Right on the corner, Mongru. 4 seconds on the shot clock. They'll have to chuck it up. And, oh! James Jansen Balmaceda with a last-second three-point shot. Algonquin needed that badly. Jack back the other way. Jack driving into the lane. Gets the layup to go. 74-70 here, under 5 minutes to go.
Jack just doesn't seem to have any fear at this point in the game. Just wants to drive the net and take control of the game.
Balmaceda's looking for the offensive zone right now. Can't find anyone open. He's got a Holbein. Holbein passes it inside to Mongru. Mongru isolated with Julian Carter. Passes that one out, and it's going out of bounds. Loyalist possession, down 4. And we got a quick substitution right here as Ismail clocks back on. Or Ismail comes off, as does Jack. Timeout by Loyalist right now. Loyalist outscored Algonquin 14-5 so far in the fourth quarter. What has been their key to success?
I think the key to success is being clinical with your chances and being very good off the rush. Now we see Loyalists, they've gotten so many chances off the rush. They've forced Algonquin in a lot of positions where they gave up the ball. And Algonquin also hasn't been very clinical, even just with holding the ball so far this fourth quarter. Algonquin need to work themselves into a position where they feel comfortable with the lead, but they're feeling too comfortable, and this is what's allowing Loyalists to come back in the game. And the last time these two teams played, it was decided by one possession. And I'm starting to get the feeling the more as the game goes on, it'll be decided by at least 1 or 2 possessions.
It's looking just like that, Damon, honestly. Like, if you look at the stats right now, field goals are both 28 out of 60, exactly the same. The difference is Loyalists is taking advantage of their free throws, 12 for 21, while Algonquin's taking their chances from 3, 10 for 25, to Loyalists is 2 for 12. So far the threes have been the difference for Algonquin. Let's see if they can knock a couple more down and take this win. So the timeout is over, and with 4:18 left to go on the clock here, Algonquin up for Loyalist possession on the side. Arsenault, Ismail, both on the court, alongside Jaden Jack, their best player. Jack's gonna bring this one up slowly. Calling the formation. Jack looking for a lane. Drives to the left side of the bucket. Pass underneath, can't be held on by Julian Carter, and that'll be a turnover. A rough one there for Julian Carter. He's had a solid game so far, 13 points, but his 3rd turnover of the game. Desta inbound, right into the defender. Alex Arsenault slams it down. Cuts the lead within 2, and it's the closest Loyalist has been in 2 periods. Balmaceda looking to answer right here. Drives to the lane, layup, foul, and not going to get it to go, and going to go to the line for 2.
The big free throws here for Jansen Balmaceda. Now, these are free throws. It's going to feel like the world is on Jansen Balmaceda's back, but he has to put these in for the Algonquin Wolves because, see, Loyalist is on fire right now. They're playing very loose, but Algonquin is playing very scared basketball.
Algonquin on their heels right now, looking to add a little bit to their lead, and that'll be one right there on his first free throw attempt. Balmaceda puts it through. He's got 9 points in the night, looking to make it an even 10 with this next free throw. Ref had a quick chat with Brooks for something, and Balmaceda will get his chance for his 2nd free throw. Make this a 2-possession game. Big free throw right here. Balmaceda up to the challenge. And a substitution here as James Texiera logs out as Carter Norman comes back in, hoping to get a couple shots off here. Ismail bringing this one up on his own. Balmaceda guarding. Ismail, stutter step, crossover, outside. He's got Dales. Dales shoots it. Can't get it to go. Brooks slaps it out. Desta passes it over to Norman, and Norman gets the rebound. Desta brings it up. Desta looking for the dagger right here. Holbein tries to get a screen, couldn't get it. Desta pass off to Brooks. Brooks has a bit of space. There's Norman. Tries to move across. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Shoots it up. Can't get it. And that one will bounce out of bounds. And Loyalists will take possession, down 4 with 3:11 to go here in the fourth quarter.
You see the possession play that the Algonquin Wolves are trying to work? They're trying to work a play where they get the ball all around and they try to get Carter Norman open for the 3. Loyalists just stick close and know the play, and they just don't give Carter Norman that room.
Good defense this fourth quarter for Loyalist as Jaden Jack rides to the lane, and he's in. 76-74 as Algonquin is trying to hold on to their lead desperately with under 3 minutes to go. Balmaceda trying to get something going for Algonquin here on their offensive possession. Holbein coming in for the screen. A little bit of a push-off, not called. Brooks on the right side. Drives into the lane. Needs this, can't. Offensive rebound, not gonna go. And that one's going off Norman on a great play by Jaden Jack. And Loyalists will take over with a chance to tie or take the lead for the first time in a couple quarters.
Now, one thing I will mention is Loyalist is currently on a winning streak here in this building. They haven't lost a game here since 2019. And this could have been snapped, but thing is, Algonquin just hasn't been clinical enough so far in this fourth quarter, and they need to get back to what made them good in the first 3 quarters, which is scoring those opportunities and just being clinical with turnovers.
Absolutely dominated the first 3 quarters, but this quarter has been all Loyalist, 18-7, as Loyalist has shut down that 9-point lead, or 13-point lead rather, that Algonquin took into the fourth quarter, is down to 2. So we'll see what the last 3 minutes bring us. Keep an eye on Jaden Jack. He started off slow with 4 fouls and 2 points, but has put on 9 points here in the fourth quarter, helping lead the Loyalists back. Take a look at Nick Dales, number 10 for the Loyalists. He's their resident 3-point shooter, but tonight has not been his night. 0 for 3 from 3. Still put up 11 points, however. So we'll see if he can have any sort of impact on this game in the last 3 minutes here. See Carter Norman getting ready to step back on the court. He's had a couple 3-point chances tonight as well. Hasn't been able to hit any of those. And Arsenault with the pass up to Ismail. Ismail bobbled it, and then it will pass back up to Arsenault. Arsenault breaks free from Brooks. Go to the lane! And a foul, go for 2. It looks like he got his hand on the ball there, but the ref disagrees, and Arsenault will go to the line for 2, looking to tie this game up at 76.
I think he got his hand on the ball too as well. That's how it looked from up here, the view. But either way, we have 2 very key free throws here, all in the hands of Arsenault.
Biggest free throws of the season so far for Alex Arsenault, the 6'1" forward out of Picton. And the first one, ooh, and that gets a nice bounce off the backboard and goes in. And they're within a point. Huge free throw here. And another lucky bounce, and that one's gonna go 76-76 all, where it's all tied up. Jansen Balmaceda taking this one up again for Algonquin. Mongrue gets the pass, can't find an opening. Oh, and Norman misses the pass and turns it over. Algonquin looking completely dead this period. Not getting any chances to go. 20-7 run for Loyalists here in the fourth quarter. Simon Desta hit his first 3 of the fourth quarter, and it hasn't hit a shot since then. Jaden Jack bringing it back the other way. Algonquin trying to lean on their defense here. Their offense hasn't been going. Jack, inside pass, and a Loyalist takes the lead.
What a cut there.
Julian Carter with the finish. And back the other way, Balmaceda trying to tie it back up. Can't. Offensive rebound, finish. And he's got another offensive rebound. Tough there, but turns it over, trying to do too much. And Jaden Jack will try and slow it down with under 2 minutes to go here in a 2-point lead.
You had Carter Norman right to him in the 3 spot, didn't even give him a look.
Jaden Jack putting the team on his back, drives to the lane, layup, not gonna go. Rebound, Julian Carter, that one also not gonna go. Mongrue with the rebound, loses it, and it's tied up. Refs call that one a whistle. Looks like Julian Carter had possession, and that's gonna be Loyalist ball. Going back that way. With just under a minute and a half here to go, Loyalist up by 2 after the big comeback, and look at this finish here. Couldn't quite finish there, but Julian Carter trying to get the rebounds. No points off that one, but he's going to get the foul. And Loyalist get another chance. And there's a foul on Julian Carter with the push-off. Great play by Simon Desta to draw the foul right there.
And that'll be Julian Carter's last action of the game. 5 fouls for him.
And he will have his walk of shame off to the bench, as he will be done for the night. Loyalist will have to do without one of their big men for the last minute and a half. Here's the look at that last play, his last foul. Just a big push off right here in the corner, but wasn't too happy about that. That's his 5th foul, and he's out of the game. And that'll be a timeout here, I believe, by Loyalist, with 1:26 left to go.
Now, earlier on in the 3rd quarter, we thought, oh, if Algonquin keeps playing the way they are, they'd get away with this win, but it seems to just be such a close game now. We've talked about how it's going to be a 1 or 2 game possession. Who is your early pick right now to win?
Honestly, Loyalist is looking very, very good in this 4th quarter, and Algonquin has almost come out sleepwalking. And looking at our Loyalists, they're on a 22-7 run, and they've taken the lead after being down by 15. You can hear the crowd, they're trying to be loud, trying to get into it, but honestly, Algonquin is not shut up for this 4th quarter, so if they want to win, they better do something right now.
Very well said, Michael. I think Algonquin have a bit of an X factor here with things that change with Julian Jalen Carter out of the game. I feel like that can change things up for the Wolves, but they need to get something going fast now.
That opens up the middle. That would be nice. Desta with the ball right now, trying to do something. Hasn't scored since the beginning of the 4th. Step back 2. That one bounces. Late Brooks. 2 offensive rebounds, doesn't get it to go. And that one will be out off of Loyalist, and Algonquin will take over. 14 seconds on the shot clock with just over a minute to go here. Algonquin down 2 after holding a big 13-point lead going into the 4th quarter. And looking at Brooks' effort here, the 2 pop-ups couldn't get it to go. And then it goes out of bounds off of Loyalist. You got Carter Norman in the corner taking the inbound pass. Algonquin has not scored in the last 3 minutes. And they're looking for some solution here in the 4th quarter with time dwindling down and their lead evaporated. Somebody has to step up here. Will it be Simon Desta? That one's tipped by Loyalist. Good play by Alex Arsenault, but it's out of bounds, and Algonquin will take back the possession. Devontae Brooks, one of the few starting first years on this team. Had a great night so far. 16 rebounds, been an absolute menace. Jack tips that one out of bounds. Algonquin once again. Mateo Mongru taking the inbound pass. He's had a pretty solid game so far, 9 points. Been a good defender. Has a couple blocks in the season as well. And with exactly 1 minute to go, Algonquin down 2, just needs something going.
They just really need anything at this point, like you said, Michael. Algonquin have had their chances a lot throughout this game, but they just need they need something small here. Even something small, even if it's a fighting chance. I think if they can get a fighting chance here, this can be a whole different game.
You don't want to give Loyalist back the ball with the lead, so Algonquin's got to come up clutch on this possession right here and put some points on the board.
We have another timeout from Loyalist here, and I think they're going to go over a strong defensive game plan right now.
Algonquin has historically come out of the timeouts playing pretty well, but coming out of the 3rd quarter into the 4th quarter here, they have been nothing but disappointing in this this stanza here. Outscored by 15 points, blowing their 13-point lead, and they're just hoping that they can escape this one with a win. Simon Desta, 29 points on the day, having himself a great day, but he hasn't scored in almost 8 minutes. So look at him, see if he'll be taking the one with the shots. Julian Carter, the Loyalist leading scorer, is actually out of this game now. He's 5 fouls and fouled out about a minute ago. Got a bit of a squeaky floor here as Carter Norman gets set up. Jack on the inbound defend. Gets it out. Balmaceda driving over to the right side, takes a shot. Nothing but air. And that one's going back the other way. A bad opportunity there for Algonquin. And Loyalists will take over with a chance to extend their lead.
I think Balmaceda had a bit more time with that ball there. I think he just tried to do too much there.
Looked like Balmaceda rushed it a bit. Jaden Jack back the other way. He put his team on his back this 4th quarter. The defense chance start. Norman on defense. Jack tries to drive the lane to the left. Underneath Arsenault. Inside, layup, and a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. That was Jediah Adams drawing the foul right there.
Adams as well has had a good game. He has 2 fouls and he has 10 points. He has a chance to make it 12 here and put this game out of reach for the Algonquin Wolves.
And that would be a foul on Jansen Balmaceda, his 4th of the game. Close to fouling out. There's only about 40 seconds left in this game, so it doesn't matter too much. These ones are big, though. First one, ooh, is going to go on the nice bounce. The last 3 Loyalist free throws all been crazy bounces, but have gone in. And that right now is the difference. The 3-point lead for Loyalist right now, looking to extend it to 4 with 40 seconds left. Free throw is good. Algonquin with a 2-point. Algonquin needs literally anything right now. Loyalist on a 24-7 run in this 4th quarter.
They're bearing a miracle here.
Algonquin's going to get some points on the board quick and early. To the basket, and he's fouled. Simon Desta will go to the line with a chance to hit the 30 mark in points for himself, his 2nd time this season. And you see here, Balmaceda taking it underneath. There's Desta driving the lane. Couldn't finish it, but did get the foul. That was on number 23, Ahmed Ismail, his 2nd of the game. And he'll go to the line to put 2 more on the board. And there's 1. And Algonquin needs this next one and then is going to need to stop with just 27 seconds to go here in this game. Desta, 2nd free throw, also good. A huge sequence there for Desta. 31 points on the night.
It looks like we have a timeout here called by Loyalist again. So what do you think Loyalist is going to go over in this timeout? Because I feel like they're going to have to come up with a new defensive game plan here. They know the Algonquin Wolves will be having a look for Simon Desta in this play. As we know, the Algonquin Wolves will press high no matter what, even if it's just a foul so that they can get possession of the ball back. What do you think that's going to happen, Michael?
Honestly, both teams have struggled from the free throw line, so fouls might not even hurt you in this situation if you can get 1 of the 2 and then tie it up with a three-pointer. Because with 27 seconds left, you only have 1, maybe 2 possessions left if you're the Loyalist. So if you're the Loyalist on this possession, you're probably running the clock. And if they're not fouling you, you're running it down to 2-1 on the shot clock, taking a last and second chance with about 4 seconds to go, and then hoping Algonquin can't get it back up the court.
Very well said, Michael. Now we have 11 seconds, and we'll see what happens.
Timeout is just over. You can see a bit of a tape job over there for CJ Galaza. He is out of the game as he fouled out, but a bit of a tape job on there. He played very hard tonight. Galaza, of course, 6 points, 4 assists, 5 fouls. 27 seconds left here to go. Loyalists up by 2. Algonquin's defense is going to need to stop here. McDale's looking for the inbound. Heavy defense, and he gets it out. Driving up the court, Ismail looking across, takes it back. Daya Adams taking his time, 15 seconds left on the clock. Is back, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Driving the lane, Ismail passes it back outside. And the drive, it's blocked. Algonquin gets a block. 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Shot for the win! Oh, goaltending! Goaltending! Did he get goaltending? What's the call on the floor?
I think that might have been goaltending. You might be right here, Michael.
We're waiting on the ref call. It looks like Loyalist is celebrating.
And you see Trevor Costello's reaction. He's running over the refs and telling them goaltending.
The Algonquin coach is livid right now. Last second 3 swatted away by the defender. As of right now, it's Loyalist 80, Wolves 78. No call on the floor quite yet.
Sending both teams back to the benches now. I think they're going to have a bit of a discussion about this because
We're
this
going
is
to have a replay
crucial.
here. Let's see.
This is crucial.
It's hard to tell if he gets it off in time. That will be goaltending if he did get it off in time. That was Arsenault hitting that one. So it just depends. You see Jayden Jack there looking at Arsenault as if he screwed them all over, but it looks like Trevor Costello has a legitimate reason to be angry right now.
I think he does, but it looks like they...
Oh, they're calling the game. Loyalist pulls this one out, 80 to 78, as Algonquin's last second 3 was not off the hands of Carter Norman in time, as the refs say, and there will be no goaltending on Alex Arsenault. So a huge comeback here for the Loyalist Lancers as they come back from a 13-point deficit entering the fourth quarter to take this one 80-78.
When I look back at this game, honestly, and just some final thoughts from me, Algonquin dominated the whole game. They played really good basketball for 3 straight quarters. Very, very strong basketball. Very strong team game. But as soon as the fourth quarter happened, I feel like they just lost it for themselves personally. We know that call at the end was completely abysmal by the referees. There's no sugarcoating it. You clearly see in the replay it is clear goaltending. I mean, there's no debating it. You see in the replay, you clearly see it's goaltending, and if they went to VAR or something, that's clearly goaltending. Like, don't get me wrong, these referees are human, we all make mistakes, but that's just clearly goaltending.
Trevor Costello still on the sideline asking for an explanation. He can't even believe it. He's livid. Algonquin is going to move to 3-9. Loyalist moves up to 3-9, and we'll have the tiebreaker over Algonquin for that 8th position in the playoffs.
And exactly, that's the thing that concerns me. They have the tiebreaker over the playoffs, and it's also a controversial call, but at the same time, Algonquin did not play their A game today at all in the fourth, and it's what costed them.
Outscored 24-9 by Loyalists in the fourth quarter, Algonquin was, and it just looked like they came out flat here in the fourth quarter, and they were complacent, and they couldn't hit their free throws, and that was the big difference. We got Josh Pena now down on the floor with one of the players for an awesome interview. So long tonight.
Looks like he's with Ahmed Ismail.
Got a few questions for you, if that's all right.
Yeah, let's do it.
So congratulations on the win. I got to know, what are the next steps for you and the Loyalists for this crucial win for playoff?
We're just taking it day by day, We kind of had like a very rough start, but every day, every game, it's a battle. So we're just trying to do everything we can on defense, because that's where it always starts off, in my opinion, and then everything else just starts rolling afterwards with that. So.
What was the key to overcoming the challenges that the Wolves imposed for you guys to get this win tonight?
We came into Algonquin, we came into Ottawa today, so this is a home team, so we just had to just block out all the noise, lock in, and just play our game as best as we can, because there are some questionable foul calls, that was that had the team in a little bit of disarray, but we managed to stick through and thug it out.
One more question for you. Looking ahead, what do you think you and your team need to focus on to improve in practice?
Repeat that question again?
So what do you think you and your team need to work on in practice to continue winning?
Just execution, that's it, because that's what really separates the good teams from the great teams, that can execute off, dead balls, off like full court scenarios, like all that type of stuff, so, yeah.
Thank you, Admin. Appreciate you coming along. And that's the show. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.